Hi guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Tactics Cat, and today we are diving into Z.O.N.A Project X. This game's heavily inspired by the likes of S.T.A.L.K.E.R and Into the Radius. You can tell the floating rocks and trucks and objects. The atmosphere looks a lot like S.T.A.L.K.E.R music, and it's also set in Chernobyl, so you could almost call it a bit of a spin-off. The developer Igor, I imagine, likes S.T.A.L.K.E.R quite a lot, so let's dive into the game, see what it's about, and have a blast. I am a rookie.
I was born and raised in Kiev, but I remember almost nothing of the peaceful, carefree times before the world collapsed in the flames of nuclear explosions. I was very young. Out of nearly 7 billion inhabitants of the planet, only a small handful of people scattered across the globe remained alive. I was among them. "10 years have passed. Much of the land is still uninhabitable. Ironically, I and many survivors found refuge in the territory of the Chernobyl zone, a place where relatively recently people were afraid to appear due to lethal radiation. But it is here, where a person could somehow exist. The zone became a haven for us. Despite the fact that horrifying monsters rule its forests, we managed to turn the abandoned towns and villages into fortresses, and were holding the defense. To the last, we had no hope that the world would return to normal, and we would be able to leave our shelters without fear. Memories of those times gradually faded from our minds. Women and the elderly were telling stories of warm summer evenings less and less often. The very existence of humanity was under a big question. But something has changed. So, Sarega, listen to me carefully. This is not just a run into the forest for loot, and it's not a casual stroll. I myself don't fully understand what exactly we are supposed to find there. But Zhukov, that damned bureaucrat after this deranged scientist Sergeyev showed up, is convinced that this find will change the world for the better. We've lost quite a few people on such strolls already.
Comrade Captain, I've been thinking, maybe when we arrive we could have a picnic, huh? We have such a stressful job.
There are no picnics in the zone, so only forward. As the bald one used to say, to the better tomorrow.
Comrade Captain, I'm not going there. It will be A, dark, and B, scary.
The guys are joking, and that's good. Upon arrival, we'll head straight along the river to Zalessia. From there, it's a stone's throw to Object X through the fields. Well, as they say, if we're alive, we won't die. And stay alert. Zhukov said that the Reds also know about the lab. Most likely that they've already dispatched a shock squad. That's the last thing we needed.
Commander, did you say shock? What are they doing here? I thought the pretty little flowers pushed them to the outer perimeter after the emission.
Skull, why are you so nervous? As if you've never seen a live communist before. It'll be just like always. They'll climb onto their armored soapbox and start preaching about a bright future. Let me tell you a joke instead. A shock recruit complains, "Comrade Sergeant, look at what they gave me. Pants only reach my knees, my shirt is loose, the sleeves are short, the boots are flopping, it's scary to look at." "Everything is in order," said the sergeant. "A shock soldier should instill fear."
All right, Eagles, quiet. Bottom line, Sergei, remember one thing. No one should know about this. What the heck is this? Holy mother.
Hello, Stalker. Let me tell you about the world you've entered.
Okay.
The right controller is your guide in this ominous and mysterious zone. Use the joystick for left or right turns. I recommend moving as you would in reality to make your movements more natural. Plus, it will help you burn off those extra calories.
She knows I've got a tummy.
The left controller is your key to moving around the world. I hope you're familiar with how it works in VR. If so, great. Be vigilant. The dangers of the zone are unforgiving. We don't want to perish right at the start, do we? When you're ready, approach the green marker. We'll continue from there.
Okay.
Great! Now you can familiarize yourself with the slots that will be useful to you during your journey through the zone. Let's go through them in order. The slots marked in red are for storing ammunition magazines. You can place them in the pouches on your chest and in the backpack over your left shoulder. To access the backpack, just reach over your shoulder. It can be fixed in the air, but remember, if you move more than 3 meters away from it, it will automatically return to its place.
Cool.
Now, about the yellow slot on your right side. This slot is for pistols. It will come in handy in battle when you run out of ammo in your rifle and a monster is upon you. You also have blue slots, one slightly above your waist, another on your head. In the lower one, you can store a gas mask or thermal imager, and in the upper one, you can wear and use it. 2 small green slots on the right side of your waist are for medical injections.
Cool.
Moving on to the large green slot behind your right shoulder. Here you can store automatic weapons. To place or retrieve it, just make a couple of simple movements. Bend your arm at the elbow and grab the controller near your ear. Don't try to reach too far behind your shoulder. Remember, this slot is tied to your head, and if you try to check whether you've placed the weapon, the slot will automatically move back. So make sure your hand's wrist is near your ear. This guarantees that the weapon will return to the slot. See that white sphere above your head? That's a flashlight. Bring your hand close to it and it will turn on or off. Also, it's important to know that on your left there's a pouch with bolts. They are necessary for temporarily neutralizing anomalies, but we'll talk more about that later. A little further on, there's a PDA where you can view the map, current tasks, adjust graphics, and additional VR interaction options, and save your game progress. Remember, saving is not available in training. When you're ready, move forward. The Makarov pistol. To your left, you have full magazines for it, and to the right, empty ones. But don't worry, they can always be reloaded. Take the box of ammunition and bring it close to the magazine, and you can reload it. I want you to know you can both load and unload a magazine. To do this, squeeze the trigger on the hand holding the box. The bullet will change color, and you can unload the magazine and discard it if you don't need it. You can also transfer bullets from one box to another. It's all quite simple. I'm sure you'll catch on quickly.
Cool. Okay.
Try some shooting practice if you want. See the bottle standing on top of the container? Don't be shy, go ahead, and I'll be waiting for you further on.
Target practice. Looks dodgy. I don't know what's holding this walkway up, but it ain't much. That looks like an anomaly. Yep.
Now let's discuss the most important thing, your health. As you may have noticed, on your left hand is a portable PDA that displays your vital stats. Health, hunger, radiation protection, and psi protection. All these indicators are critically important. Hunger and health can be restored with injections and food, while psi protection and radiation recover over time. Keep an eye on these indicators because if they drop to 0, radiation damage will double and you can die faster. In the training mission, all damage is minimized compared to the real zone, and the influence of hunger is disabled. Now about artifacts, the mystical items of the zone. They can either increase or decrease your body's resistance to damage. To find out the pros and cons of an artifact, pick it up and press the B or Y button on the controller, depending on your controllers. This way, you can learn not only about artifacts, but also about various items, including weapons. But for artifacts to work, they need to be placed in the right slot in the backpack. Take out the backpack. Great, see those 3 small white slots? These slots are specifically designed for artifacts. Place them there and your vital stats will change.
Okay, yeah.
And now we've come to the first dangerous area, the anomaly zone. They are often invisible to the naked eye and can be deadly. But always remember the bolts on your belt. Take out a bolt and throw it into the anomaly. This way you can discharge it. While the anomaly is recharging, usually taking 5 to 7 seconds, you can pass through. Go ahead, don't be afraid. I'll be waiting for you further on.
Bit of bread. Okay. Does a little bit of health. Ugh. Go. Cool. Alright, go. What's this?
Stop! Wait. Do you see that blue sphere ahead? It's one of the most treacherous anomalies in the zone. You can discharge it with a bolt, but its usual recharge time is only 2 seconds. That's not enough time to pass by it without taking damage. Moreover, these anomalies have a gravitational pull and often clump together, making it even more difficult to navigate through them. You can try to knock them down with a bolt or a handy object, and then it will fly away. But experienced stalkers know that the best way to deal with such an anomaly is to destroy it with a shot from a weapon. Give it a try. Sometimes it might seem like there's no way forward, but remember, that's not the case. Always look for hidden opportunities. Do you see those yellow bricks on the wall? Excellent. Remember, you can always climb them to get over an obstacle. Sometimes, instead of bricks, there might be ladders or pipes, which are usually marked with a yellow line, although sometimes they're not. So be attentive and careful not to fall. I believe in you. I'll be waiting for you further on.
Ugh. Lucky I'm a cat, and I ain't afraid of no heights. Nice and easy. And we're up. Enemies.
It's time to arm yourself with more powerful weapons. It's simple. The mechanics are the same as with the pistol. I'm sure you'll have no trouble loading and unloading both weapons and magazines.
Sweet. AK. Already comes with the rail attachment. Mags are easy to load.
As you've already understood, in the zone, you can modify almost any weapon. To find out what equipment can be attached to a rifle, simply press B or Y on the controller while holding the weapon to see its characteristics.
Okay, yeah.
If the customization slots are
Sights,
highlighted in green in the
lasers,
description,
lights.
take a tactical sight or collimator and bring it close to the weapon. The place for installation will automatically light up in red. From there, it's straightforward. I'll be waiting for you further on. We're almost done with your training.
Cool. Let's go take out some creatures.
It's time to practice shooting at infected scientists. They might be insanely stupid, but they still pose a danger. In training, they inflict significantly less damage than in the real world of the zone. Remember this. You probably already know how to deal with them, but let me give you a piece of advice. Many monsters in the zone can be killed with a single headshot.
Headshots it is. Look at that. Will you stay still? Oh, there's still another one. Think? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. I do not want to fall down there.
Your training is almost complete, my young Padawan. All that's left is to reach the end of this building. But who knows what awaits you there? I would prepare for surprises if I were you. After all, anything can happen in the zone. Echo. Good luck in the world of the zone.
Thanks, lady. Oh, we've got a shotgun. Nice. Cool. Ooh. Ooh. And NAS Val. Meds, it tells me I might need them. And more bread. Oh, targets. Oh, I got hit. Oh, he's coming. Doesn't know where I am. Yeah. What the hell are these creatures then? Coast is clear. Okay. Our expedition to a once secret facility turned into a total disaster for us. Someone sabotaged a section of the railway on which our train was moving, and this branch is under the control of freedom fighters. Oh dear. Can we load bullets from a magazine directly into the ammo box? I think she told us how to do that. Tools must not leave the confines of the room. Weapons and ammunition should be stored exclusively in the designated slots of the crates. Otherwise, there's a risk your arms and ammo will become loot for the gremlins. Cool. Stalker's notes. Greetings, Stalker. Stalker. In this room you'll find specialized boxes for storing ammunition and other items that might not be needed for your next mission. Here you can leave anything you deem superfluous, ensuring you venture beyond the zone with only the essentials, without the worry of having to discard any extra weapons or ammo. But remember an important rule. Your belongings are not safe outside these boxes. The tunnels are rife with brownies, always on the lookout for an opportunity to snatch something away. What the hell's a brownie? Raid an expedition map. The mode will be available after completing the first location. Okay. Stalker's Guide to Repair 1.0. Hello Stalker, you're probably well aware that in this merciless world, weapons quickly become useless. If you don't maintain them in time, your fate is... Your fate is a cold metal coffin, so always check that your weapon is in working order before heading out on a mission. And it looks like we've got instructions to use the hammer. Cool. And a WD-40. Oh. Cool. Okay, we'll come back to that. Storage crates. Older looking computers. It's got an R2-D2. That's pretty cool. I like it. Dying inside. A lot of old tech here. Synonymous with the times. Lots of old stuff. Wonder what we got in here then.
Get out of here, Stalker.
I don't want to know what's happened here. Standard bunker generator. And our gun wall. Can get a few guns on there, so that's cool. And then this looks like our terminal for buying and selling. Cool. I guess we need to continue. So what's this? Another base? Got another base. Instructor of the Soviet Army. An old book on combat training for soldiers. Can be sold well to traders. I can sell this, can I? Oh. PDA. Echo. Day 213. An extraordinary sound through the sandstorm, as if the ancient voice of the zone followed it into the old bunker. The door slammed shut. In the distance, light. Or are those eyes? Creepy. That sounds a stim. Good. Okay. And a little note, rookie course number 2. Did you know that you can learn the specifications of any weapon or item? We've done that. Also study their specifications. Remember, not every item has a description. Ammunition doesn't have one, but you can always see the label indicating which weapon it's meant for and how many rounds you have left. Okay. Got some items here. Another stim. That's a good one. A lot of these. Ooh, cucumbers. A tin can with pickled cucumbers. I wouldn't risk trying it, but there are many fans of this food in the zone. Cacao, chocolate milk, a variety of chocolate beverage. Milk with cocoa flavour. The can looks dirty and old, but not damaged. So that's worth 15 and that's worth 10. Oh. I'll take them if I can sell them. What on earth is that? What's that? Oh, nothing. Looks like money though. Surely that's worth something. Hello. I'm gonna come back to him and have a little look around. So we've got another terminal. So shall I sell these? Oh yeah. I thought it was worth more than that. $10 that said. I'll get ripped off it. 15. More like 4. Oh, $31. Suppose that'll do. Fish, cod liver, was considered delicacy even in Soviet times, and canned goods from it were quite expensive, partly because there were relatively few of them. $60. I already know I'm getting ripped off. Coffee, strong coffee, rare and valuable, $100. Well, I'll take it. Lovely little cup. $5? Ah, $5. And some bread. You know what the bread does? Rookie course 0. Your first and foremost ally is your PDA attached to your left side. Yep. Current tasks. Cut out the map. Save your progress. Adjust graphics. All of the stuff that I've already had a look at. So that's cool. Nice. I got a shotgun. And some ammo. Oh well. Got a shotgun to start with, that's quite cool. Citramon. Combined medication, an analgesic, antipyretic and anti-inflammatory drug for the treatment of pain, especially tension type headaches and migraines. And what's this? Bellamorcanal. Cigarettes. Cool. Grenade. 120 damage. Nice.
Oh, look who's in Hollywood. I see you're doing much better. Glad to see that you can move on your own too.
Thank you. I understand you're the person in charge here.
Whoa, whoa, hold your horses. Not everything at once. Let's start with you. What's your name? Who are you? What were you doing on that ill-fated train? Are you a freedom fighter?
Okay, I'll tell you the truth, but first I need to know who you are. Don't get me wrong.
Fair enough. We're, so to speak, neutrals. Guys who trade with anyone who has something to pay with. There's not much difference for us between freedom and strike, the gray neutrals, remnants of the armed forces of Ukraine, but we categorically do not cooperate with bandits. I think that's enough for starters.
Seems fair enough.
Alright, I don't exactly know where we were headed. This mission was classified. All I know is that we were supposed to find a certain Laboratory X, but our train came under fire. I think it was the strike guys who planned the attack. You still haven't answered me. What happened to the other guys who were with me? Did you find anyone else? Did anyone survive?
No, when we arrived at the scene, we could only find you among the piles of metal. There was no one else and nothing else there. But I have a business proposal for you. You help us and we'll help you. There's a destroyed village not far from here, about 15 kilometers from the base. We sent 2 couriers there to meet with some people. So more than a day has passed, but there's no word from our group. Therefore, how about you go there and find out what's what? Find Wolf. He's at the gates. He'll provide you with everything you need for this journey. As soon as you sniff something out, immediately contact us on the radio. I'll give further instructions.
I didn't quite get my advantage in this event.
Let's put it this way. Everyone needs to eat, and extra non-working mouths are only a burden. Besides working for us, you might learn more about your missing group and the whereabouts of that laboratory of yours.
Alright, deal.
You got a deal. But I want to have a little nosy around. Let's sell these things. Well, not a lot for that. What was that? 100 and I'm getting 32. Something's wrong with this economy, I tell you. Can't eat it. I guess $66 then. That should give me almost 100, yep. Shall have a little nosy. This is a bit like Rookie Village in the Cordon. What's this? AK ammo, 18 rounds. And if I know anything about Rookie Village, it's worth having a look. What have I got here? Tear of the Wasteland. So that gives 5 life, minus 48 radiant protection, and 5 protection from psi attack. Let's just put it there for now. I think we're okay from radiation here. Nothing else. Anything useful in here? Oh, more ammo. What's that? Desert Eagle. Cool. Nothing out the back. Nice clean mattresses there. And some more in here. Oh. I wonder how old that is. Bricks. Don't think I want to carry any bricks in my bag. This reminds me of Daisy. Oh, a couple of crates, or a crate. Hey, look at this, 2 boxes of ammo. AK ammo, and some more AK ammo.
Из-за него уже и так возникло много проблем.
Sorry guys, I'm not from this area. Lads around the campfire. That is very similar to the Cordon. More bread. Being treated so well. And a stim. What's that one? 44%. Let's... Yeah. Okay. Oh, I didn't think about my hunger, but I think I'm okay for a minute. PDA, Vault 2, shelter coordinates. Let's meet in the evening. I wonder who that is. Okay, I think we're probably done. Can see a little note board. Rookie course number 2. Flashlight. Repetition is key. Touch top of your head. Yep. Reinforced security. You can only remove the magazine from a weapon using the trigger or by pressing A or X on the controller. I'm sure I'll get used to weapon handling. Hi guys, new in town. Just gonna go and talk to this man. We'll catch up later, yeah? guns.
Finally showed up. Haven't you dusted yourself off? Pastor already told me everything, so listen to me carefully. I won't repeat myself twice. Your task is very simple. There's a military checkpoint 15 kilometers from the base. We're on good terms with them. You won't have any issues with them.
Ooh.
But your target is a bit further. About 900 meters north of the checkpoint, you'll find some old abandoned buildings. There, in one of the buildings, our group was supposed to meet, but they didn't contact at the agreed time. Find the meeting place and find out what's going on. And to make it less scary for you to trek there, I'll give you weapons and ammunition before you leave. Your corpse would be of no use to us.
Wouldn't be any use to me either.
And thanks for that. What kind of weapon will you give? A slingshot and stones?
Hilarious. I see you're a joker. I hope you'll still be joking when you see a Leshy. As for the weapon, you'll get a PO. That's Desert Eagle. The damage is low, but it will bail you out more than once. And the piece de resistance, an AK, a rifle that may be your last hope in your arsenal, fondly named Spittle. It shoots painfully, but inaccurately. Try not to fire in bursts, or you won't hit anything.
Okay.
When you're ready, let me know. I'll mark the checkpoint on your PDA. Great, take the weapon on the table. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Okay. Oh, and a deagle. Nice. And a sight too. You are too kind. I think now's our time to go and do the mission. So one thing I didn't realise is I'd be dropped back into my bunker. This wasn't necessarily a bad thing. It gave me a chance to check out the raid and expedition map and have a look at the locations I'd unlocked, having found the PDAs. So I decided to drop off some loot and get my gear ready for the first mission, which is going to be in the next video. So hopefully you'll stick around and join me for our first mission. And if you like the video, drop us a like and a subscribe, comment and tell me what you think about the game so far. I quite like it. It's very close to S.T.A.L.K.E.R and that sort of thing is right up my street, so I can't wait to get stuck in and see what else we can find lurking around the zone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.